Apparently, my wife needs my driver's license number for some reason.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure.
Get this in the recording.
Sounds like someone's.
This will be the intro.
Now, when Adam looks in his phone, it doesn't say Ashley, it says my wife.
My wife.
My wife.
His phone has been hacked.
Wait,
I love his fucking turban that he wears.
Murdering, solving, and all I got was this spirit in a statue.
All right.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yep.
Of course.
We're just gonna
Just leave it in.
sit here.
Leave it in. Adam was texting. Leave it in.
Pre-ramble.
Adam was texting. I'm sorry.
Preamble? I always say pre-ramble. I know that's not
Preamble.
right.
Preamble.
Brambles.
Delicious preambles. I always have problems getting my hand to the bottom of the can when I'm trying to reach the last preamble.
Are you saying Pringles wrong?
You know what I just
Are
saw?
you
Me
saying
pull a Pringles
pirates
can
wrong?
off an idiot's fist.
So I'm back to Deadpool. We'll maybe talk about the game for once.
Maybe.
Probably not,
I
though.
hope so. It's been a
Talk
while.
about a game when you can talk about fucking dumb shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
like life
AKA my
and your
life.
wives and happiness and
I'd like to mention that I
Misery.
do not condone what Adam is saying right now, because it sounds like he's insulting our wives, and I am definitely not going to be part of that.
they don't watch this.
I don't have a significant other to make fun of.
Yeah, you do. You're Vita.
Look, the cartridge.
I don't know if I can even laugh at
the
that.
cartridge slot on a Vita is not that big. Or wait, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh wait. Oh, I just made fun of myself twice.
It would have been better if you had said, you definitely can't fit your penis in the cartridge slot of a Vita.
All right, let's go back. We can rewind.
Yeah.
Let's do this again.
Okay, and take 2 of the joke, go.
I fucked my Vita! Shit, I fucked it up again! Fuck! I went way too early that time!
Before I enter another
That's what the Vita said.
Yeah.
Zinger!
I didn't know you actually had to kill everyone. I was wondering why you just didn't
I
kill
can't
her.
clean all this jizz off my home screen.
It's good.
That's okay, you just
Swipe all you want, you can't get rid of it.
Bird, it's a touch screen, not a spum screen.
Oh no, it's just smearing! Give me the Windex!
Oh, so in the back.
What did they say in Clerks? Jizz leaves streaks if you don't clean it right away.
Door number 2.
Speak no evil.
Okay,
Oh, isn't this the stealth one? Aren't you really good at those?
Delicious
Shut up, man.
for the living.
Those clones will be back.
it's seemingly been an age since we've played this,
Yep.
if you couldn't tell. Ooh, hi Siri, what are you saying?
What do you
Because you
want?
just said, "Hey, seriously."
Oh,
Yeah, didn't we try that the one time?
Yeah,
It only does it on
Yeah.
my phone
Yeah,
for some reason.
Because you say it all the time.
what the fuck are you trying to say?
I'm saying you're predictable. Just kidding.
Oh shit!
Oh great, now we know fucking Adam's friends are on Steam.
Yeah, great. Plain.
Go in the hole, Adam.
Said my friend from Steam.
Hate standing in line. Easy. I want to ride here. Don't mess this up for me.
Oh yeah, you can't mess this up. You just have
say, I was
to
impressed
sit here and
by
wait for it.
group physics. Oh, okay. I'll wait.
Uh-huh.
I like that there's a button prompt for patience.
Yeah.
I think you have to wait. You know
yeah.
what? Do you have to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's going to start over probably.
Seriously, buy the ticket
I mean, you can do it.
I don't know if I want to take the risk.
I only threw up once.
Have we had to have speed up music for this game yet?
Yeah.
We've been
Yeah, 'cause
requested for it, but I've never done it.
Yeah, because you fucked up a couple times at one.
It's funnier
mission.
that way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I
that
said-
man died.
Yep, he sure did. I thought it should be just the Deadpool rap from the movie.
Wait, had I seen the movie since the last time we played? I don't think I had. I finally watched Deadpool 2.
Oh, I meant the first one, but yeah, okay. What'd you think of the second movie?
I liked it.
One ticket, please.
What'd you think of the cameos?
Fantastic. The fact that Black Tom Cassidy, Omega Red, and Juggernaut are all in that movie, just go ahead and fucking sign me up.
An
Yep.
award.
Patience
You
is not a
can't-
virtue.
You killed Black Tom Cassidy, you racist bastard.
The fact that we didn't get Maverick just means they're saving him for something good.
Yeah.
When we
Also, the fact that they
cry,
gooed
don't
Shatterstar
forget
everywhere
to
makes me happy.
Better not be any clowns on this.
Yeah,
Gooed him.
he kind of sucks anyway.
I thought they were just gonna do the we're gonna kill this character off the first 5 minutes with the guy from Ecstatic, but the fact that they did it with everyone on that team was fucking amazing.
Okay, now that I can say this because Tom has seen it, I feel like them killing off all of X-Force is just a copy-pasted joke of him forgetting his guns in the first movie. I'm not complaining.
There was another movie they did that in. I can't remember.
I'm not complaining, but I feel like it's the same joke.
You know what they did it in? They did it in the MacGruber movie.
Oh yeah,
that's the one.
Because like Big Show and a bunch of other people are in it.
Oh, yeah,
And then they're like getting ready to like go on the mission, and he like accidentally blows the whole van up, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
like I still like the joke. I just felt like that was almost the same joke as from before.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that like guys like Shatterstar and stuff weren't in it longer. But I got the joke and I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And obviously for characters that they're never gonna use, like Zeitgeist and Bedlam and shit like that, like that's fine. Go ahead and kill him.
What are you getting attacked by? Are you just getting damaged because you're shooting the girls?
And they're big signs. I don't.
Big random triple shot. Oh, you didn't use it.
I've been hitting RT the entire time.
Oh, I don't know
This
what's
looks
going on.
oddly familiar. Where am I?
So, did you... I know you didn't know this, but apparently the kid, whenever he flies through the window, that kid's eating cereal and he signs the Wheaties box, that's Legion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's supposed to be Legion from the TV show.
What? Hey,
Interesting.
What are you gonna do?
So it's the same child actor that plays young David in the show.
Oh, okay. I did like the X-Men cameo.
They
Close the door. He bitches about the fact that they're not in it, and then it's just them closing the door on him.
Isn't there like a big banner that says like reunion or something?
Oh, I don't know.
There's like a
Yeah,
banner.
something weird,
It
yeah.
says something like X-Men reunion.
apparently, because they're filming the next movie, it was all green screen.
Oh, of
They
course
weren't
it
actually
was.
there. Yeah, they weren't there. To get all those big names in a room for 30, not even 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like a half a second.
I still think this is one of the jokes I've said before at work, is that one of my favorite lines is Deadpool trying to get Colossus to swear. He's like, "Oh, wow, enjoy heaven,
Enjoy hell.
enjoy hell, dirty mouth."
Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Also, this fight reminds me of Captain America and the Avengers, where Andy's
Yeah.
freaking out about shooting a Sentinel.
Was that even a Sentinel though? Oh yeah, it was.
It wasn't called a
It's
Sentinel,
called
but it was
Giant
basically
Robot.
yeah.
Yeah, because like all of like the robots or like bosses weren't called what they're supposed to be called.
Yeah, then there was the underwater thing that was like Mech Taco. And
Yeah,
you're
it was like Mech Taco.
Mech Taco.
Like the only ones that were like actually named right were like
The actual
Whirlwind
villains.
and like
Yeah, the actual
I
villains.
guess you could say this is a metaphor for all the messed up shit in my head.
I resent that remark.
I don't remember this
doing
part at
anything?
all.
I do.
I don't remember it either.
Okay. Well, we.
I remember it, but I don't remember it going on for this long.
I feel like this is a part that Guffey played when we played this together, because I definitely don't remember this.
Like I feel like that Sentinel part was like the end.
I mean, people
didn't know
don't
this was
remember
going
most
on.
things that happen when Guffey's in the room, so
Hey, love you, Guffey.
I can't. Some of the
He doesn't watch
some of
these
the Guffy Sucks at Games episodes are some of the best videos on the channel.
Yeah.
I still think one of my favorite ones is the Adventure Island one, where it
Oh.
took you so long to figure out the high jump.
Yeah.
Oh,
Impressive.
My dash.
she didn't like that. Her textures, I mean, popping in.
That ride was fun.
She had to load in her anti-aliasing.
Now this is the part I remember. It was really cool because it's like all like
More than you know. Don't
Is this the part where it's like all neon?
just kiss me?
I don't remember.
Because I remember being on a boat ride with Death and everything looked like one of those like velvet paintings. No, maybe not.
Whatever you're doing, Wade, keep doing
Oh, you have a pirate hat now.
Damn right I do.
it. More unstable. You return the statue.
Dang.
Yes. Keep shooting Cable. I always see him and I'm like, oh, something to shoot.
It's fine. It's fine.
He probably doesn't even have a health bar.
No, he doesn't. Because I remember shooting at him too.
So what'd you think of Josh Brolin as Cable?
He was great.
Yeah.
They did a really good job of explaining him without having to really, really explain him.
Yeah.
Although I don't like that his future daughter's name was Hope.
Why?
Isn't that her name?
No. He doesn't have a future daughter. He has a son that later becomes Apocalypse.
Yeah.
His name's Tyler, and he's a bitch.
technically he's not actually her daughter, but then he like adopts her, and then we already talked about how she gets forgotten and never used ever again.
Yeah. Well, they do the same thing they did with Jean Grey, where they made her too powerful and they can't use her for anything else.
They like bring her in from MacGuffin.
It's fine because I feel like they probably weren't going to go that route anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it was just... It's a little bitchy thing.
Yeah.
Because I really like how stupid fucking Tyler is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like 90s X-Men. That's the late 90s X-Men. That's not the good 90s X-Men like the early 90s and mid 90s that they
someone
go
you're
off
missing?
of. When they talk about 90s X-Men, no one really talks about like they like the look and like the
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
here.
neither.
They look
Someone's zipping around now.
Somebody's
Yeah.
flying and shooting lightning bolts. Lightning bolts. Lightning bolts. Lightning bolts.
Oh.
But no one really like everyone talks about how the 90s were like the great era for the X-Men, but then when they think about it, you're like, oh, late 90s was like Marrow and Maggot and stuff like that, and like no one cares.
But I mean, like,
And Feral Wolverine.
Oops.
Yeah, Bone Claw Wolverine. Remember how cool Fatal Attractions was and how it fucked up Wolverine for like 2 years?
Hurry up, Wade.
Well, it was
Until they
cool. It was
retconned
cool.
that shit again?
It was cool until they made it so that Wolverine turned into a caveman.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Most of the 90s X-Men is fine.
What?
I get what you mean.
You're right. Until like 97, and then 98, it's like, oh, let's fuck all this shit up. It's like Claremont had all this really intricate shit he wanted to do, and Claremont's really cool. But when someone else starts writing it, it's like, what the fuck was Claremont trying to do with this shit? And they're just
Coach
like, I'm
the
fucking
door
all
at him.
retcon. Bye.
Thanks, Ando.
Cyclops is dead now, and now he's
Technically, I'm a mutant.
being taken over by Apocalypse or
I
something
haven't-
else stupid.
I haven't been paying much attention to X-Men lately. Do we still hate Cyclops?
Cyclops is dead.
Oh, he's still dead?
Main Cyclops is dead. There's actually so there's a panel that always gets brought up on the comic pages without context, and it's Richard Rider Nova coming back, and he's like,
Oh, when did he come back?
Just recently, I
apparently
thought.
he's recently, and he's basically riffing on the fact that like everyone is either dead or come back, and it's basically like Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel is like, I'm Miss Marvel now. It's like, I thought she was Miss Marvel. It's like, no, I'm Captain Marvel. It's like, it's Miles Morales. Like, I'm Spider-Man and I'm black from another universe. And he's like, what about Cyclops? And he's like, Cyclops is dead. He's like, oh yeah, Cyclops is dead. And then young Cyclops comes out and is like, yeah, I'm from the past. My future self went crazy and died. And he's like, I hate everything about that sentence.
Yeah, because there was like because I think I even asked you that, Bird, because I was reading, like, there was an older story of Deadpool, maybe not like that old, maybe like last year or whatever, but where it was a storyline with Kid Apocalypse, and he went to the school or whatever, and like young Cyclops was there, and I'm like, why? Because I asked you, I'm like, why is Cyclops a kid now? And it's when you explain that, but it was
Yeah,
just,
the whole storyline was that after the two X-Men teams broke off, after the Hope storyline, the big one where the Phoenix Force came back, and then the Phoenix Force split into it was like Colossus, Namor, Magic, Cyclops, and Magneto.
Emma Frost.
No, wait.
Frost is one of them.
Yeah.
I only heard Magic, so that's because
Magic wasn't. Oh yeah, she was.
I'm just saying I only heard Magic because that's the only one almost out of that group I care about.
Yeah.
Right. So what happened was they were basically like trying to make the Earth like this giant mutant and human
Oh, yeah, they made,
utopia, and then they basically beat the shit out of
Was that called like
basically-
Battle World or something?
No, that was
it
A versus X.
No, it was part of A versus X.
Okay.
So they got rid of all the Phoenix Force X-Men except for Cyclops. It all went into Cyclops. He went crazy
Killed
and then
Professor
killed,
X.
Oh, yeah,
killed
that's
Professor
right.
X.
Yeah,
So
that's
then
right.
afterwards, they were like shunned, and they went and formed their own X-Men.
Buy some shit.
And then Kitty Pryde went and helped out at the school,
Which was run by Wolverine.
which was run by Wolverine.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
then because like Cyclops is like, Professor X would never run his school run by Wolverine. I'm starting the Jean Grey school for X-Men.
Yeah,
And it
because
was
there was a two
it was
different books.
basically
Wolverine's
him-
was called the Jean Grey School.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
because there was two different books. It was like
The Wolverine and the
book,
X-Men, and then Uncanny X-Men.
yeah,
Right.
'cause it was like-
Uncanny X-Men was like Cyclops and that crew.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I didn't read that one because I didn't care about them. But
Yeah.
the stuff with the school and all the younger X-Men I
Was
thought
fun,
was
yeah.
really cool. Then what happened is Beast is like, this is fucked up. Like, Jean Grey is dead. Like,
Cyclops is crazy.
Cyclops is crazy.
Red Skull ate Professor X's brain.
Right.
Yes, also a
It
thing
was
that happened.
basically like all the original 5 X-Men are either
He has a good plan.
are
Yeah.
either dead, crazy, or something else. 'Cause,
Or
like,
your Iceman.
yeah, Iceman
Dead
not
crazy
doing
or your
anything.
Iceman.
And Angel
All
was
of the
Angel
above.
thought he was like a little angel of God or something. It was super weird. So Beast is like, screw
Oh,
this.
what's that?
I'm gonna bring our younger selves back from the past.
I mean, did you see
to
that?
show
Yeah, I think that's
Cyclops
where I came from.
about how much of a dick he was. And he did that. He brought the X-Men from the
That's where you're
past.
going.
And
that
basically what happened is that he brought the original X-Men back, and then they got stuck there, where it was basically like, now that you brought them back, they have to be here or everything is fucked.
Okay.
Because he tried,
Oh,
they tried to send
okay.
them all back, and it's just
I forgot
like
they do
it
that.
didn't work. And there
Yeah.
it was I think it was called Battle of the Atom, which was like the last big
Yeah.
crossover I read, and it was basically like, yeah, now that you brought them here, like everything is just gonna keep being fucked if you try to send them back.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And like,
now.
past Angel slept with X-23, past Iceman was gay, but present Iceman wasn't.
yeah,
It was super weird. And then Jean Grey and Cyclops were like going out, and then they weren't. And then she was going out with somebody else.
That's
It was
so janky.
It was so fucking bizarre.
yeah, it's really
And
dumb.
it's kind of where I dropped off
me.
with X-Men.
I burped it.
There were certain things like here and there that I kind of caught up with, but that was the last like.
There's just like, unfortunately, like the X-Men-ness of it was one thing, and then it just got too X-Men for
And
its own
what
good.
happened is that Brian Michael Bendis was writing it because he wasn't doing Avengers anymore, so he was doing X-Men and Guardians. And he knew how to write X-Men okay, but he was doing too much of the soap opera-y X-Men stuff, and it was too much of like,
Oh shit.
it was too much of the drama-y stuff and not about them doing real things.
Yeah,
I don't know who did it, but there was a really good X-Men book I was reading for a while, and it ended like just out of nowhere. Was Spider-Man in the X-Men, where he ended up being like a teacher for like the younger group, and that was really cool because it had like some of the lesser known like X-Men, like younger mutants that you don't really see that often.
like Glob Herman.
Yeah,
There was a really in the Wolverine the X-Men books. There was a really good storyline that like Toad was there, but he was
Janitor.
basically the janitor. But then like there were some issues where like he was the coolest fucking one.
Yeah.
And then he was like getting all this confidence and like doing stuff for the school. And like Husk was like really into him, but it turned out Husk was just going crazy because of her skin powers were like fucking up and like making her go nuts.
I know it's what it is, but the fact that you just said skin powers just felt really
I know.
weird.
I just love the idea. Like, think about
I pooped my own dick when you said that.
think about the context of things that you say.
Yeah, skin powers. I
Like,
know.
it's so fucking goofy to just be like, yeah, her skin powers.
Also, Duke was
I
on
mean,
the team.
yes,
Like
he
Duke
was.
was part of the school. Like Fuck you! Why can't we get Dupe? Just bring in Dupe and don't fucking explain him.
I wanted
don't
Dupe.
don't fucking explain him at all.
When they were doing
Put him in the
stuff,
movies.
when they were doing the stuff in Deadpool 2, I'm like, just even give me a plush Dupe in the background and I'll be happy.
Right? Exactly.
Because that's the only way you're gonna get it.
Put him.
Yeah, it won't make sense
I so wanted them to
otherwise.
put him in a Wolverine movie and just have him oh yeah, I've known this guy for years, and not explain it and just have it and people would have been like, what the fuck? It's like it's a fucking thing. Just don't think about it. It's a movie about fucking people with powers. Like who gives a shit?
Movie
It's a
about
superhero movie.
Like the Howard the Duck cameo at the end of Guardians 1.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. Like
doesn't
him
need to.
Like him and Cosmo in that fucking movie was what needed to happen.
They do a Dupe storyline in one of the Wolverine the X-Men books where it's all about Dupe, and at one point it's Dupe and Howard the Duck on a stranded alien planet, and all they have to fight off the aliens is a rubber chicken and a broken sword, and then next thing you know, it's just like, yeah, we made it back. It's like, great. Have Howard the Duck and have them fighting with a broken sword and a rubber chicken and just have it turn out okay. You don't have to explain the whole thing.
Right.
It's funnier that way.
So here's a question about...
Is it about this game?
Who cares? I want to talk about Dupe some more.
In MCU stuff, do you think they're ever going to actually do Nova?
I mean, the Nova
Because the Nova
Corps...
Corps' already been in it.
Yeah.
Why the fuck have they waited this long?
I don't know.
In Infinity War, they basically say that the Nova homeworld was completely destroyed.
Right.
Okay, right. Okay, good. I'm glad someone else fucking remembered that.
Yeah.
'Cause I was trying to tell... We were talking about this at work, and my friend, a guy from work was just like, yeah, why didn't Nova Corps save anyone in Infinity War? I'm like, they're dead. Like, they're gone. He's like, no, they're not. I'm like... I was like, in one of the movies, they reference them all being wiped out because of Guardians. Because what happens in Guardians 1 or 2 or whatever.
Well, and now
He was like, I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm like, fucking watch it
Well,
again.
it's just like a little side comment. They're like, yeah, the Nova homeworld.
it's like at the very beginning. And unless you know to look like what they're talking about, they're like,
yeah, I guess.
they're like blah 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 was wiped out, and unless you remember that that's the Nova homeworld, then you don't remember. They don't say like the Nova homeworld. They say like whatever.
The Nova Corps is
the
wiped out.
planet.
Ooh, let me in. Let me in.
Also, apparently Guardians is getting pushed back to.
Oh, it's indefinitely, isn't it?
No, they said to at least 2020. But it's going to be a huge problem because
no
apparently
one wants to do it without James Gunn.
right, and the problem is that it's supposed to take place like right after Avengers 4, and it's apparently supposed to set up Phase 4. Because apparently a lot of the problem with him not doing that movie and him being out of Disney is that he would not only was he doing Guardians, but he was a giant consultant on the rest of the MCU, especially going forward.
Do not panic.
So because some conservative buttwad got a fucking hard
out of context
anger, got an out of context
fucking
murder
hired a
boner.
guy that made Tromeo and Juliet.
Right.
Okay.
Here's the
You're
thing.
gonna have
He made a bunch of bad jokes in 2010, like.
And that's the thing.
Who hasn't
They're-
fucking made a bad joke?
They're not good jokes.
no.
They're bad.
They're
get it.
bad and they're not in good taste, but like, who hasn't made a joke in bad taste? Like,
Right,
and I'm
that's-
not saying it's necessarily
Yeah,
right, but
I think that's the thing that people don't
As am
get.
I.
Is
He's-
that like, oh yeah, he made really bad tweets. Yeah, first of all, it was in 2010.
He's not that type
and
of person
apparently
either.
everyone at Marvel already knew about this, but the fact that it got brought up again was just like they
just didn't wanna deal with it.
They didn't want to have to. They didn't want to have to deal with it, so they just. And it's honestly like if it doesn't come back to fuck them super hard, like if it doesn't come back to fuck Disney super hard, I will be really surprised.
You will be tested.
Because I think if he's not at very least consulting on stuff,
I like that objective.
I think Phase 4 is gonna suck balls.
I doubt it. I think I want just like you. I want to believe that that's the case, but
Yeah,
it's not.
I think it's more of a hope.
I mean,
'Cause
there are
it's-
so many people willing to jump at Marvel
Money.
money that it doesn't matter.
Making me look ridiculous.
Like Did James Gunn do a great job? Yes. Are they going to find somebody that will do their job? Yes.
Oh, fuck, I'm right.
I don't know. Do you think it'll be as good?
I don't know. That's hard to
I
say.
don't think Guardians will be nearly as good, but
No,
I
it
mean,
won't be
that's
the same.
That's just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
For someone who started reading Guardians before the movie came out, like, it's surprising how good he made those characters likable
Ooh, spooky
and interesting.
skeletons.
So
Spooky, scary
Yeah,
skeletons.
Stab somebody. Red.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wait and see, but
yeah, I mean,
It
I'll wait and
sucks
see
that-
too, but
I'm not like, because I'm gonna be real honest about it. When I go to bed tonight, I'm not gonna think about it. So
no, I mean, I'm not either. But
it sucks, but like, it sucks that a guy lost his job over a bad joke from 8 years ago.
yeah.
But
Avast, tis booty.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I get
I'm not
it.
gonna lose any sleep over it. And
no, I mean, like I said, I'm not either, but
Oh,
it's just.
yeah, it sucks. It's like we've all made bad jokes before, but
you got it all.
Yep.
yeah, I definitely must have been like napping while Guffey was playing this part. I have no recollection of this whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't remember some of this either, but
Some of these have been going on longer
Whoa.
than they should.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Well, and we talked about this with BioShock too. It's like you get
it
into that
feels
weird.
padded.
It's like you feel like you should be getting to the end of the game, and the fact that you're not just makes you want to be at the end of the game more.
Right.
If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah.
Because you're not
Doctor, take a look.
progression-wise, you're not where you want to be. You just keep telling yourself that that's where you're going to be, and it just makes it feel like it takes longer.
Mario. Okay. Okay, okay.
Hey, the Ken machine. Hey, buddy. Sorry for breaking your scripting earlier. No hard feelings, right?
God damn it.
I love it.
Okay. Thanks, pal.
Breaking your scripting.
Oh, really? You shouldn't have. Really?
Feels like an Earthworm Jim fight.
Kinda, yeah.
Except you're not launching a cow.
You know why you think that? The junkyard boss fight.
Yeah,
that's what this
exactly
is.
what I was thinking.
Yeah,
The guy that throws all the fish.
yeah, the one. Yeah,
What a fucking fantastic game.
right.
Like it should really
Now
be.
Jim is a blind cave salamander.
It should
Like,
be
what the
complete
fuck?
trash, and yet somehow it's amazing.
That looks like it has a
Yeah,
spirit.
pretty much.
We'll summon that spirit.
Me too.
I don't know what did she wait so long for.
Hey, I'm back. Cable.
I don't know.
silly boy.
This.
Are you still
She said
blasting
this.
clothes out here?
Origins works.
I thought you were gonna attack Cable in.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Just to keep up as is
You should have
tradition.
just done it for the meme.
Meme,
Do it for
meme
the
completed.
Meme, no matter what. Remember that song from like 2008?
Oh, joy.
We were talking about things from 2008, like bad tweets and bad rap. Might as well keep that shit going.
I also was informed of a band yesterday that's called K9us.
Oh yeah, you didn't know about K9us?
No,
What is K9?
Tell everyone about K9us, Ando.
dog noises in the form of death metal.
Yep.
So like Hatebeak?
Yes, hate beat,
Yes.
but with dogs.
Fucking Hatebeak is great.
Yeah, my cousin was listening to them yesterday at work, and he was super excited about finding it. And I'm like, this is the weirdest thing. I've
Yeah,
ever
K9us
heard.
is stupid as fuck. I feel like that was a thing that somebody brought into the radio station when we were in college, and I was like, why would this exist?
And then you listen to it, it's like, why wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's like every stupid fucking like meme band where you're like, why does this exist?
Like Goblin Cock?
Yeah, like Goblin Cock.
Where it's like the whole band is its name.
Yeah.
Get the
A guy dresses up as a goblin with a giant loincloth, and the band is called Goblin Cock.
Spirits for me.
Hey, you need to come out and see my band. It's called God's Cock. Yeah, bring chicks.
Must leave me.
Who's on the bill tonight? Jolly Green Giants and the Shitty
something like
Beatles.
that?
Shitty Beatles? Are they good?
Something you
They suck. Well, I guess it's not a perfect. It's not a perfect name then.
What's the man's name from John Dies at the end? Oh, Three Armed Sally.
Yeah.
And the song is called Horse Massacre.
Cock block twice.
And the chorus is just they scream hair.
Oh, yeah.
Hair! Hair! It's like, what the fuck?
Well, that's like that band I saw in Seattle. No, I didn't see them, but they had the posters up for them.
Well, that's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah. That band was just called Fuck. I still have yet to look them up.